Hey guys, Tina here, out on the ridge. We're out in the shop today, and Eric got me something new to hopefully level my stuff out a little better. You gonna stop? So this is a warming leveling board, since apparently my table is not as level as I thought it was. Eric leveled it for me.
It's settled.
We're on a concrete floor.
Well, they wrapped it good.
They did, didn't they? So let's hope we can figure this out, because it did not come with any directions or anything. But hopefully, there's a little level here with the dot. It shows it's pretty close to level. But, yeah. There's a wobble to it.
Well, it's got adjustable feet, dear.
Yep. It's not going to reach to my plug-in. So, shouldn't be too hard to figure out.
Looks like you just level the feet out and plug it in, and looks like controls here for, boy, if I can get this thing to focus. There we go. Timer, heat. Excuse me. So it's got timer, heat, and then there's your time and your heat indicators there. So looks so simple, even a Tina can figure it out.
Ha ha ha, he's so funny.
Oh, my camera's not on the phone.
So another little trinket Eric bought me is an electric resin mixer. I usually just use a popsicle stick, but this ought to be pretty cool. So I did open it up to charge it up first.
Sure, if it made her life a little bit easier.
I'll still have to use popsicle sticks to scrape the sides and everything good. So, here in just a minute, we'll get these. We're gonna try if we'd warm the epoxy up a little bit.
It is a little, it's not cold, but it is chilly in the shop, so.
And the one bottle is quite thick, so warm it up makes it a little easier to pour. And as always, which this is just, it's a small mold. So I'm using tabletop epoxy, Promise epoxy, my favorite one. And for today's lesson of the day, we're going with the letter R. I saw these on Amazon, and it was just a couple dollars, wasn't it?
I think so.
we're going to make a couple R's, which one at a time, for Rainy Ridge.
She knows her
Fashion
letters.
of Sesame Street, we can say R is for rainy.
Wow. And I thought I had bad jokes.
I learned them from you, dear.
So we're gonna sit and let this epoxy warm up a little bit, but there's her unboxing.
Woohoo! Well, let's hope they work good, because so far it's nice and toasty on there. Not, it's not gonna burn anybody or anything, but
Just enough to take some of the chill off the epoxy, make it a little easier to work with.
then it'll help once I pour it. It'll help bring the bubbles up to the top easier. Nobody likes bubbly epoxy.
Nope. So, all right. Well, we're going to cut it right here.
Okay, so I'm sure if you haven't watched, you might have seen me pour it before, maybe not. So we're gonna pour 1-to-1 ratio. I'm gonna pour 12 ounces of the part B,
Which is the thin.
the thinner one.
You want to do the thin and then pour the thick over the thin. It makes it better. I learned that by watching her.
Should have really did this lid too.
So see, that's proof that I do listen to my wife.
Once in a while you do. I'm impressed. All right, so, and slowly, we're gonna move on up to 24 ounces.
Yeah, she can use her handy dandy little stir that I got her.
Make sure I didn't pick up any dust on it. All right, let's give this bad boy a try.
One drawback with doing it with a stir like this is you got to be careful not to introduce more bubbles into it than what's already going to be there.
Like I said, I've never used it before, but I would make sure, to put the what is it, beaters? Put it all the way down in before you turn it on, and then don't bring them up out into the air and then back down. I said I am going to take a stir stick and make sure my sides are all scraped real good and everything before we pour it. So far, it seems to be working pretty good. That's pretty cool. You can see the kind of hazy swirls in there. Means it's not mixed good yet.
Instead of sitting here making everybody watch epoxy being stirred, we'll just come right back when we're ready to add some color.
Oh, alrighty. Got all the mixing done. Didn't drag you along for all that. It's like watching paint dry.
She had to add more color, like I knew she
You
would.
wasn't supposed to tell. So we're gonna get this poured in the letter R. It's a little deeper than I thought. Maybe I don't want to pour it all the way full. So, just in case, I had another mold ready to go. Because I never seem to mix stuff up right. I said scrape till the last drop because epoxy is not cheap and you don't want to waste any. All right. See how them air bubbles are coming to the top already. Still want to heat them just a little bit from the top.
So basically now we just sit and babysit it for a little bit, pop the bubbles in about another 15 minutes or so, and
We have live tonight, so we
yes, we're getting ready for it.
just getting ready for that.
So we hope to see you there, but you won't see this till after the live, so we hope we saw you there.
They can come to the next live.
Yep, in 2 weeks. And just so you know, we're filming this Saturday, November 23rd, so another 2 weeks after this one, we'll be doing our live again. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this for now because it's just basically sitting here popping bubbles. We'll come back and when we got these done. So just hang tight.
Alrighty, so our heart and our letter R have hardened up. We've sanded them down a little bit.
I keep moving my rocks.
And Eric has finally placed, or what is the word? Carefully placed rocks in here exactly the way he wants them. We'll see if they stay.
Don't move my rocks. I worked hard on those.
I told him they're not going to stay.
see we've got books 3 and 4, so I'm hoping she really, really likes this. This is a series that a friend of hers mentioned to her, so she really wants to take a look at it and all that sort of stuff and read it. And to be honest,
And of course, these aren't just common rocks. We don't have pretty rocks out here on the ridge. These came from Walmart.
on to the next one. For Alex is this. Be back soon. Okay, now we're all set up. And you're probably going to notice that yes, there is less on the table for him. Again, very hard to shop for. But here is his advent calendar. Once again, I found this on Temu and I probably really, really like it. It has these little figures inside that kind of like a noodles, they wobble. And he likes to fidget, so I thought that might be a good thing.
Looks like maybe another batch is in order.
Not forget him and just have some fun with him while he's working on schoolwork or something like that. So thought he might like really like that. And once again, he's also got his stuffed gingerbread men. This has actually become a tradition in the last few years that I buy the gingerbread men every, for Christmas, and it's very nice and soft and squishy. So that, like I said earlier, you might go for a different gift. So stay tuned for that. And like I said, everything with all the stuff you need for showering and stuff like that, like body wash.
Yep, I think I need a little more.
This one has a spray, a body wash, hair.
Finish the R first.
Sure.
All right, so I did mix up another batch.
She never does enough.
Nope.
Enough color, enough epoxy. At least it's better than way too much, and then you're trying to figure out what you're going to do with it.
Yeah, I got a lot of air mixed up this time, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that rock moved.
Better put it back.
Still got that one popped up a little bit, but we may leave one, but I still got scrapings here. All right, now see if we can get rid of some of these pesky air bubbles, which is going to take a little bit. Yeah, it's going to take a little while on these because they're down in there, ain't they?
And
Yeah, they're clearing up.
excuse me.
Of course, you know, there is air in rocks, so it's going to take a little bit, but hopefully the heat from the warming mat comes up and helps get some of those out of there. Of course, speaking of that, with it being a review, unboxing, I'm going to move the heart one here. We ordered this off of Amazon. And called the Juexica Resin Heating Leveling Board. I went cheap and we spent $35 on this. Of course, I'd never tried nothing like it before. I suggest don't buy the cheap one. So, it has a timer on it and everything that should have, oh, I throw it in. Oh, I didn't get too bad. Has a timer. And I set it for the lowest, 2 hours on low last night. And I come back out and shut it off. And it has wrinkled, so whatever sits on there now is not going to be level. It still heats, but yeah, there's like bubbles in there. It's not going to come out. So, which it did great. It took all the air bubbles out and it looked great last night. But I'm not very happy with that. So, I may look into getting a better one. Anybody knows of a better one, might leave it in the comments and let me know.
Your stir stick worked good though.
That it did. The stir stick worked great.
I think for the meantime though, we'll go ahead and break off for now. We'll come back when these are done and we pull them out of the mold and show you what the finished product looks like. Stand by.
Oh, hey guys. We made it back out to the shop finally. It's been a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and give these a demold real quick.
Easy peasy.
It ain't out yet. Woohoo!
I stand by my easy peasy. Of course, you ain't done the other one yet.
So as you can see, I do have right down here. Rocks have air in them.
But I came up with an idea that might work for the future ones, which this is just for us anyway, so I think next time maybe coat the rocks
Set it
in
up on a shelf. I think it'll look pretty cute like that.
a little bit of epoxy, that way it seals them, and you don't have to worry about that next time.
And the letter R.
It's backwards,
It's
dear.
backwards. Really? You're the one that said.
It's like,
So once I take it out of the mold, the rocks will be the backside. But I have a plan for that. Let's see if we can get it out of the mold first. Ooh.
This one may not be easy peasy.
Well, this side was easy peasy.
We're not even going to get lemon squeezy out of this. This is going to be more of a ugh. Yikes.
Well, got down that far.
Well,
This is also what I get for buying a cheap mold.
it's definitely going to be a one-shot deal, ain't it?
Maybe.
Don't cut yourself, sweetie.
I'm not going to cut myself. I've used a knife more than once or twice in my life.
Mm-hmm. Well, the mold may be shot, but it looks like it's not going to...
Looks like everywhere wants to release. mostly. Well, there's that. Boop.
Almost got her out of there. She wants to keep popping back in. Just that one little spot there.
One little spot. Like I said, though, I bought a cheap mold because, you know, and there's 26 letters in the alphabet. If you buy expensive mold for each one, because everybody's going to want a different letter, that could get really expensive. So I might be able to get one more out of this. Maybe.
Hey, y'all. Check out our new hoodies. Available at bonfire.com. Link in our bio.
So I'm thinking, too, you know, if we did one R this way, set this here, and then I do another R, and make it intentionally, we'll put the rocks in the clear epoxy on the other side. It'll look pretty cool.
So
Have an R out this way and an R out this way. Or we could just turn this one around and...
No, I like your other idea.
I like the rocks.
I like this way. I like the way you that way it looks intentional. When it was an oopsie.
Yeah.
But only y'all are going to know that it was an oopsie.
So don't tell anybody.
Yeah, it'll be our little secret that this was an oopsie, but it looks like a planned oopsie.
Yep.
So yeah. You think you can get one more out of that R, or do you?
I think I can at least get one more out.
So
I hope y'all liked them.
I think it looks pretty snifty.
Like I said, they're just for us anyway, so. But the back still looks pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm. See, you can change it up.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the rocks in there.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there's air bubbles, but like I said, they're just for us.
Well, we'll know next time though. I think we'll try the coating the rocks in the epoxy, let that cure, and then put them in so that we don't get the bubblage.
Yep.
So, alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stick around. We'll see what we get into next time. And
Bye-bye now.